Hello, I'm Mayor Sylvester Turner with a special Black History Month message. During the month of February, it is important that we acknowledge the many people who have contributed to the greatness of the country and to our city. In some cases, individuals sacrifice their own comfort or lives to pave the way for others to succeed. Carter G. Woodson is considered the father of Black History Month, which began as Negro History Week in 1926. Over the years, we have learned about the contributions of countless African Americans in all segments of society, including government, education, law, medicine, public safety, and beyond. One of my personal heroines is the late Rosa Parks, who coincidentally was born on February 4. She was known as the First Lady of Civil Rights and the mother of the freedom movement. Ms. Parks was instrumental in the fight to end segregation and discrimination when she refused to give up her seat to a white person and stand in the back of the bus. While serving in the Texas State Legislature, I had the distinct privilege of honoring her courageous spirit and tenacity. Of course, we cannot forget others throughout history that have made a difference. Phyllis Wheatley, who has a school named after her in HISD, was a born slave in Boston, Massachusetts. In 1767, Wheatley became the first published black poet in America. Reverend Jack Yates is another important figure. Like Phyllis Wheatley, an HISD campus is named in his honor. Yates was a former slave who eventually became an influential leader who founded Bethel Church and Antioch Baptist Church. Reverend Yates joined with others in Houston to form the Colored People's Festival and Emancipation Park Association. In 1872, they pooled $1,000 to put down on 10 acres of land as home for their Juneteenth celebration. In honor of their freedom, they named it Emancipation Park, which is located near downtown. Martin Luther King Jr. played a pivotal role in the American Civil Rights Movement. Dr. King led the Montgomery bus boycott and the 1963 March on Washington, which paved the way for the landmark Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act as well. King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. While fighting for African Americans, Dr. King was equally committed to helping the economically disadvantaged, whether they be black, white, brown, or Asian. Closer to home, we remember the contribution of the late John S. Chase. He was the first black graduate of the University of Texas at Austin Architect School and later became the state's first licensed architect. Mr. Chase designed the George R. Brown Convention Center and other iconic structures around the world. You can learn more about him by visiting an exhibit entitled Chasing Perfection right now in Houston Public Libraries. That's a glimpse of some of our heroes of the past, and we should also put a spotlight on others who are alive and continue to make history. Dr. May Carroll Jemison became the first woman of color to travel into space on September 12, 1992, when she rocketed into Earth orbit on an 8-day mission aboard the spacecraft Endeavour. She helped pave the way for other African Americans who are today excelling in the space program. Oprah Winfrey is one of the most successful talk show hosts and multimedia moguls in American history. She was a breakout star in The Color Purple, based on a book by Alice Walker, another trailblazer. Oprah, meanwhile, continues to excel with her own magazine, TV network, and feature films. Nathalie Archie Kennedy was the first female engineering graduate from Prairie View A&M University and the first African-American female professional engineer registered by the state of Texas. Today, she works on numerous projects to improve infrastructure in the greater Houston region. Former Houston Police Chief Lee P. Brown, in 1997, became the first African-American elected mayor in the city of Houston and helped pave the way for me and mayors who will come after me. Let's not forget Houston Rockets star James Harden, who recently made NBA history with his first 60-point triple-double ever in a single game. Those are some examples of people past and present who are part of Black history. Now it's time to ask, what are the rest of us doing to make history? You don't have to make big headlines or become the first at something, but you can help break barriers, work hard, make good grades, follow the law, love your family, and strive to help others. We all have a role to play. Black history is more than pages in a book. It reflects who we are, our values, character, and the contributions, big and small, we make daily in society. Black history is American history, and I challenge you to build a legacy by being a role model in your school, neighborhood, family, church, and community.